Welcome back to Breaking Ground. I'm Siddharth Talia. We immediately turn our attention now to an encounter that's been underway for more than 4 hours in the state of Punjab. And here are the first pictures of the people who were involved in the encounter. The first picture of a gangster who's been eliminated in this encounter, widely suspected to have been part of the conspiracy to murder Sidhu Moose Wala on the 29th of May, almost 2 months ago. Those are the visuals that you see on the left side of your screen of one of the assailants who was in fact killed during the course of an encounter with the anti-gangster squad of the Punjab police. Now, this encounter was underway very close to the Atari border with Pakistan. This is, of course, on the Indian side near Amritsar. And 4 people have been reportedly eliminated in this encounter. And those are the first visuals that you see on your screen of one of the people who participated in that encounter and was eventually killed. Now, this encounter went on for almost 5 hours. A special squad of the anti-gangster battalion of the Punjab police was in fact involved. They managed to track the assailants down, and these were widely suspected to be part of the conspiracy to murder Sidhu Moose Wala, the rapper, on the 29th of May, very close to his village in Mansa in Punjab. The encounter lasted for as long as 5 hours, and the identities of all the 4 people who've now been eliminated by members of the Punjab police is yet to be ascertained. But those are the visuals that you see on your screen, the first fresh pictures that we've received of one of the individuals who has been killed in that encounter. There's also been a seizure of weapons on the part of the Punjab police from those who were involved in this encounter. Let me go across to Gurpreet Singh Cheena for all the updates. Gurpreet, we're showing the first visuals of an individual who was encountered in that gun battle that took place for almost 5 hours. What can you tell us about the identities of those who've been killed?
Well, identity has already been established by the top officer of Punjab Police. He has already confirmed it was Jagrup Singh Rupa and Manpreet Singh Manna who were gunned on by Punjab Police. They have been chasing him. They were wanted in Sidhu Moose Wala case, and for the last so many days after May 29th, they were at large. They were not being traced by any of the agencies, and finally today when they got a tip up, what we have learned 2 days ago, they had got some visuals they had seen in Taran area, and after that the team has been sent there. Today when they were being chased by the Punjab police in civil uniform, they started opening fire when they learned it was a police team which was chasing them. So now what we have seen, finally the 5-hour continuous encounter was carried out by Punjab police, and finally they have got all the leads, and finally they have been killed. They have been shot dead inside the encounter, and the whole building had been taken over by the Punjab police. And now they are going to hold a press conference to tell officially, because earlier what we have seen that some of the police sources who are involved in the police this encounter, they were saying that it seems that 4 people were inside the building. So now it has been confirmed by the top officer of Punjab police. They 2 had been gunned on, and now the more detail will be revealed and will be briefed by the DGP of Punjab, Gaurav Yadav, because he has himself gone there at the encounter side, and he had taken over the reins in his hand of this encounter, and now the further investigation is being carried out by the Punjab police. Now it is seen some of the visuals which some of the visuals which are coming from there. It seems that the AK-47 along with sophisticated weapon had been recovered from there. One bag is still lying there. Forensic team had already been called there because they feel that there could be possibility grenades are being inside that bag which was lying there. They want to get and confirmed from from the forensic team before taking any call on this thing. So let's wait and watch what the DGP is going to tell about the whole encounter. But we have seen that it was a tedious game for Punjab Police. We have seen that multiple times Punjab Police amended its strategy because the way the weapons, the ammunition, the way the firing discriminately has started from inside. We have seen that not only 3 cops got injured, even one of the journalists who was reporting from there, he had also got bullet injury. So they were trying to check from the cartridges what type of weapons they are using from inside. Now finally the Punjab police officer, they had confirmed AK-47 along with sophisticated weapon had been recovered from there. Now they are carrying forward this investigation. Once the DGP is going to get all the information that how this operation is being carried. One more important point which we must tell our viewers, it seems that there was a tremendous pressure on the Punjab police. This encounter site was a few kilometers away from international border, and we see in the afternoon even the DGP Punjab and the Punjab police had shared information with the BSF, and BSF had already been put on high alert because they are suspecting it could be possible these gangsters can cross over the international border and they can go to Pakistan. That angle was being explored by Punjab police, and that was one of the reasons why they had set up a 3-tier security there. The commandos were leading that, and some of the cops with sophisticated weapon in the second lane, and third lane by the district police. They had sealed the whole area. The main point, this building has a lot of importance. The police official, they say the way these gangsters had entered in the building and started opening fire, so it has a lot of meaning. It seems that this building is being used by the gangster as a hideout, and it seems that after committing the crime, these gangsters used to get shelter from here, and it was possible that they had huge arms and ammunition, and even the police did not want to put the lives of the cops on stake. So that type of amendment was taken by, but finally after 5 hours continuous encounter, it has been ended. 2 shooters, main shooters who were involved in Sidhu Moose Wala case, and they were at large after May 29th. We know that some of the shooters, some of the conspirators had already been arrested with the help of the Delhi special cell. After that, Punjab police was after them. They were chasing them, and finally today they were able to chase them, and during the encounter they have been gunned on. Now identity had already been established by the Punjab police officer. Once they are going to brief, we will be able to get more details from there, whether there were the 4 gangsters inside, 2 were gunned on, 2 were surrendered. These are the unanswered questions. Only DGP will explain once he is going to hold briefing about this whole encounter.
And what do we specifically know about the antecedents of the 2 gangsters who have been identified, Gurpreet? What can you tell us about not just their specific role, but their roots as well? What has been known about their background, their antecedents so far?
Well, that first of all, the important aspect of these gangsters, they had been jailed in various jails of Punjab. We have seen during the conspiracy for killing Sidhu Moose Wala, multi-gangster, interstate gangster, they were involved. They were also involved in that. We have seen that this Manpreet Manna, he was one who was driving Toyota Corolla, which we have seen Sidhu Moose Wala's Thar was being chased by this Toyota Corolla, and this Jagrup Rupa, he was the one who had opened fire at Sidhu Moose Wala. They are the Punjab gangster module, which was the part of overall conspiracy. All the other module had been broken by the Delhi police special cell, but this module was not broken by any agency, any investigating agency. Punjab police was after that because these gangsters were very proactive. And if we can talk about the pressure which was mounted on the Punjab police, that was very important. There was one Harinder Rinda gangster turned terrorist who has already shifted from Punjab and crossed the border, and now he's playing in the hand of ISI. We have seen attack on the intelligence, Punjab police intelligence building. We have seen Harinder Rinda was one of the main conspirators, and after that it was observed by the Punjab police that these gangster nexus with the Harinder Rinda, they can damage and they can do more harm in the state. And that was the pressure on the Punjab police. They were suspecting these gangsters can shift base from India to Pakistan, and they will also play in hand of ISI.
Thanks a lot for that update coming in from Punjab, Gurpreet. Of course, we'll await the press conference to be, in fact, delivered by the DGP of Punjab very shortly, where, of course, he'll confirm the circumstances under which this encounter took place. We turn our attention